What's up, everybody? It's Life Unscripted, podcast number 7. Yes, Sirski, podcast number 7. I'm wrong.
Up the ratio.
And we got a special guest today. You know what I'm saying? None other than the one and only. You know what I'm saying?
What's happening? I'm Gary.
Yeah, this my Uncle Gary right here, y'all. This my Uncle Blood Uncle. It's my mama brother right here. Let's get it cracking though. Number 7.
This is number 7. This is number 7.
Sponsored by Zanies, of course.
Like always.
We ain't got the bottle, but you see it.
Yeah, like always. Like always, sponsored by Zany. And today I came into the podcast, I should say, very tired. Our scheduling has not been up to par. And you know what you do when you recognize? Because listen to this. This is like not even one of them topics. This is just all I got to say, I guess. Last weekend, it was no Duratio. It was just a special guest. Me and the special guest, right? And it was still a good video. But you know why that was? Was because we let so many things come in between our schedule. Like in the sense of this right here. We had 3 days where we record. Mm-hmm. Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. And we have set times. We make these days like at the beginning of the week. Like on a Monday or a Sunday or Tuesday. Like before that day, because the day occurs. We set our date. Then we get like a special guest or something. And it throws it all the way off. This happened to us twice. And then we kind of like switch or time it. And it kind of ends up bad. So we definitely not doing that no more. No more. We ain't doing that no more. Like, we switched it to a whole nother day. Then the main co-host couldn't even show up. So then I had to do it by myself. It was a good video. Like, it was a great video, good information. But it was definitely not it. But we won't get to the video. I just wanted to say that real quick. So we got our special guest here. And this question right here and this topic will get y'all to know a little bit more about our special guest. And I just wanted to ask him, what is the experience of having, like, a big family? Actually, before you even answer your questions, I want me and Duratio, to kind of, like, put ourselves in his shoes. And
oh, no, don't do that, bro.
I just want to see his opinion, see how close we are to the truth.
Okay,
and Duratio can start it, because
I'm with that.
He be seeing him the most, like, you know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Like, if you had a family as big as his.
Bro.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Not in your wildest dreams.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just try to see what you think it's like.
So my uncle, he got, 8 kids?
Yeah.
8 kids. Now, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to be able to do it. Mm-hmm. It looked tough. Simple as that. That's all I'll tell you.
It looked tough?
Yeah.
It looked tough?
It looked fun, but it looked tough. Yeah, for sure.
But listen, now everybody out there that's looking and the viewers, and they all from the same woman. Okay, I've been with her since like 98. All right, so go on ahead.
Yeah. No, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that too. I got that listed too.
Okay,
I think having a huge family like that, it could be cool too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure. Most definitely.
I said he said tough, right? Tough in terms of like having to manage, having to provide, having to all that stuff, but also a beauty to it too, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Having all that, looking at all your kids running around, cool, great, good vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody in good health.
Yeah, and then how he did it too is like they cool. They all for the most, they all cool with each other. Good vibes around them and everything. Mm-hmm. So I think it's a beauty in that too. Seeing that little village you created down there. It's like sheesh. And then when he become a grandpa. Like, come on, then you become a grandpa, then you got all these other kids, and if he lived long enough, which I hope he do, he could just literally see like they could occupy a city down there, like a whole street. That's crazy.
It's
that's
enough
like,
of them.
Yeah, like you just think about that. Like they all had 2 kids, right? That's 8.
Yeah, that's 16.
And that's the power of 2.
Yeah.
That's not even just you can't times that just by 2.
Yeah,
you right.
You got times every single one by 2, and then add it back in.
Right.
So that's like a whole street worth of relatives right there. Imagine they all go to the same school. You know how close that family could be? They could be a day near a Rockefeller. Imagine they start a business. You could, what?
Yeah.
And they all working in the business. You got, that's like they in there, not trying to be crazy, but that's like they in there free labor.
No.
You what?
I'm with that. Put them to work.
Yeah, I think that's what the liquor stores be doing.
Yeah.
We ain't in China. That's the difference, brother.
They ain't got to know. Come over here and cut the grass.
Right now.
Yeah.
Hurry up, run that.
So I think it could be tough, but there's also a beauty in it too. Like when you see the beauty and what it can be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I want to hear from, you know what I'm saying, the man himself. What's it like having that many kids and things of that nature?
Man, it's a blessing, but it can be discouraging at times. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world. But man, it'll keep your head on a swivel. It'll keep you on your toes.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, I don't have any like really. I'm not gonna say bad children, but I don't have any children who's really messing up.
Mm-hmm.
I've had children who have been caught up before.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, I got 2 older boys, you know what I mean? But it's good. I mean, everybody gets along. It becomes a hassle when it's laundry time.
Mm-hmm.
When you have 8 children and 2 parents, that's 10 pairs of clothes. That means it's 10 pairs of pajamas. That means it's 10 outfits for the day, every day.
Yeah.
So it becomes a hassle at that point when you have to make plates for like lunchtime, bowls of cereal with spoons. Man, that's 10 people eating each time. That's a full sink. That's a full.
Yeah.
So you have to be really, really, really ready, mentally prepared, and be ready to physically get down.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, I mean, I haven't really had bad experiences with them. The family is tight. You know what I mean? All the family is tight.
No, that's tough in the sense, and I want to ask you this. Did you, when you was younger, think you was going to have that many kids? Did you plan that?
No. No, I did not. I didn't plan the first one. I didn't plan any of them.
Uh-huh.
And so, me and my wife, like I said, we've been together since 98. And 2 months after my 18th birthday, my daughter was born, Gianna. So she was born in April. I'm February. So, but thank God my wife was on the ball. When she found out she was pregnant, she lived in Clear Lake. I was in Vallejo.
Oh, okay.
And so she started getting the ball going. Boop, I need our own place. We need to do this. I'm out in Vallejo working. I'm working in Benicia, but she's up there putting everything together.
Yeah.
So when it was time, I mean, everything was established. She was on the ball. And then the next baby came, was Haley. And she premature. That right there is something that, you know what I mean? She was like 1 pound and 4 ounces when she was born. Her skin, you could kind of see through.
Man.
She had to be in the hospital for a while. So there's ups and downs to having a lot of children, but you never know, man. Life throws you, but you know what I mean? Curveballs, but you got to roll with the punches,
What,
bro.
I'll tell you about the picture of Haley. Remember the picture of Haley?
Yeah.
Yep, it's a picture on my dad's hand.
See, holding Haley,
Yep.
her legs are hanging off, and she was that small.
Yeah.
His ring went all the way up her leg.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like
Yeah.
having a child that little.
Because she was premature. She was born at like 5 months or something like that. You know what I
5
mean?
months?
5 months, 5.5 months, something like that. Something of that nature.
That's crazy. And she, you know what I'm saying? She established now. She,
Yeah. She's
look,
good.
Yeah, she look just as fine as
Man.
me and Direction.
Nobody's on any medicine.
Yeah,
Everybody's good.
Yeah.
Everybody's so it's like,
Yeah.
man, God is great.
Yeah, nah, that's crazy. I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
literally insane.
Yeah.
And what kept you like not discouraging you like it's time to stop? Because my dad stopped his own, like he intentionally stopped it, like made it so he can't have no more.
I'm gonna keep it solid with you. You know what I mean? My pull-out game is weak. It's real weak. When I go to the paint, bruh, I miss a lot layups and everything, bro. You know what I mean? Boop, I ain't really had too many block shots. They've all been, you know. But man, I was just young and dumb and not really thinking, just in the moment. You know what I mean? And that's what's gonna come out of it is, whether you was ready or not, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Come on, bruh.
Yeah.
But that's what it is.
Gotta
I mean,
adapt.
I wasn't ready for none of them. But I love them to death. I wouldn't change nothing in the world for them. I'm glad I got them all. You know what I mean?
No, that's tough. Like, really just think about that too. Like, that's dang near like he living a early 1900 life, a late 1800 life.
Got that right, baby.
Yeah, like for real. Like, nah, if you think about it though, because you see all them pictures, them was like the big mama. They had heck of kids and stuff.
Yeah. And when I was young, man, I didn't have a male role model like that besides his dad. When his dad came in the picture, my dad spent 35 years in prison on and off. My brother, which is older than me, spent like 25 years. He graduated from juvenile hall to group homes to, you know what I mean? So when my sister got with his daddy, he basically took me under the wing and showed me the ropes and, you know what I mean, and this and that. And so, but my sister she didn't have a big family like that, you know what I mean? She ended up having 4 kids, but it was like never ever planned. But yeah, I mean, I give all thanks to his daddy, you know what I mean? That's like that is my big brother. It ain't no like.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, I didn't come from a big family. It's me, my sister, which is the oldest, and then 1 year younger is my big brother.
So your big brother, or you the 1 year younger?
He's the youngest.
I'm the youngest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
I'm
it's
the
just 3 of y'all.
Yeah.
It's just 3 of y'all. Y'all was raised in like a mom and dad, or you say your dad was in prison?
Yeah.
So just
It
your
was
mom?
basically my mom's, man, and drugs was an activity in our household. You know what I mean? Prison was an activity in our household.
How old were you so I can estimate the years?
When I was like 5, 6 years old, man, you know what I mean? There was times to where our door was kicked in from the police because of my dad being out. It was, man, ever since I could remember, you know what I mean? And then once I got to 13, 14, I moved out of my mom's house. I moved in with my sister. So, yeah, which is his mom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But my whole life, bruh, I witnessed that. I was in that. I was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm from Vallejo, you know what I mean? And after my grandma lost her house, which was like back in 88, 89, we got in where we fit in. And we was like one of the only really white people in the poverty neighborhoods. You know what I mean? We was on welfare, bruh. So and when you get there, you got to earn your stripes.
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean? It is what it is.
You think having those like two, so basically from what I'm hearing, it sounds like really all you had was your mom, your sister, and your brother. You didn't have that many cousins around?
Nah, I ain't had no cousin like that. I had maybe one cousin that I didn't meet till I was like 16, 17, and we was close for a hot second, and then, nah. I had best friends that was like cousins.
Yeah, I get that.
Like ride or die, like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's actually about. And then the reason why I say that is because you think that came, or you just really wasn't ready. Like, is that why you was okay with having so many kids like that? Because, like I said, people would stop, like literally, like force some stuff to. I ain't pulling out. Let me get my, you know what I'm saying?
Snip.
Yeah.
I was told to snip a long time ago, man. I've always been hard headed. Look at the lifestyle that you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I never really, but slip ups happen. I'm not gonna say mistakes because none of my children are a mistake.
Yeah,
you know what
I
I
wouldn't
mean?
even say that.
But yeah, I mean, I just never. I don't know. I never crossed my mind.
I never crossed
It was.
your
I was in the moment.
Yeah.
When you in the moment like that, if it's good to you, pimp.
Yeah, I would never do it either. I personally wouldn't.
But
you know what I'm saying?
I should have stopped a long time ago. And once she was pregnant, it wasn't like, let's go get an abortion or let's go.
Yeah, no.
It's all good. Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is what it is now. It ain't no turning back.
Yeah, no, that's tough. No, that's tough. Just really thinking about that too. That's a lot of responsibility.
Bro, it's a lot.
That's a lot.
So you don't believe in abortion?
I'm not going to say I don't believe in abortion because that's happened too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I do believe in abortion, and what's going on this day and age, I feel is wrong. I don't feel is right. I feel like somebody else shouldn't be able to tell you what you can and do with your body. You know what I mean? Especially being a female and having a baby, and man, that's on her. How you gonna tell her not to?
Yeah.
You guys
She
already
don't-
had that option out there on the table. Now you want
Yeah.
to take it away? That ain't cool.
Yeah, no, that's 100% facts.
So I done played both sides of the fence, though. We done had abortions. We done had, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like not keep them. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000. You know what I mean? Keep it a buck with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, that's
so,
real.
no,
I
that's
agree.
tough.
Nah,
You
I
was
agree.
really shooting
100%
it.
agree.
really shooting it,
Oh,
yeah.
shooting that shot.
Yeah,
man.
nah,
Yeah.
you really was.
Yeah,
Nah, you
shooting
really
it.
was. And that just like thinking about it, like
Dirk.
what's some advice you have for the? Because I remember you mentioned you was hard headed growing up,
Yeah.
and looking back at that, right? Would you say that quality trait kind of improved your life or
Nah,
took away from it?
Definitely not. I say it took it away.
Really?
You know what I mean? If I would have listened to a lot of what people had told me, not only with family, having children, but within life, like getting in trouble or making the right decisions or schooling, or I think my life would have definitely went in a different path, and I think it would have been a better path for me financially, for this, for that, you know what I mean? But You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah. So that trait ain't the best.
Yeah. To be hard headed and to be stubborn, and I would say wisen up and listen to your peers, man. Other people have failed and made mistakes. You need to realize and see and learn from.
And as going through life, like what? Because you can't listen to everybody, though. How you know who to listen to?
Yeah, because they can have you walking down that toe up road definitely, most definitely. I do agree. It's like in the world of working or construction, or you take a little bit from each. Okay. And what you can learn from, and what you think is right, and what you think, and apply it to your life. You know what I mean? So everybody ain't gonna tell you what's right about everything, but what you think is, and you can learn from it, and you can better from it. Take that little piece and use it to your life.
So you was ignoring basically through your life. You was just ignoring that factor.
Man, I wasn't ignoring it, but I was sure the hell wasn't listening to it. You know what I mean? I wasn't taking heed to what they was telling me. So, I mean, they told me some stuff, 20%, 30%, I'd listen to, you know what I mean, when I thought it was really serious. Yeah. But there was a lot of stuff that was serious that I didn't listen to, and I should have. Yeah, no, so I would suggest to the younger generation, you know what I mean, pick and choose what you're going to take from a person and learn from a person that's going to apply you in life. And you know what I mean? All the rest of the stuff, just live it how you live it. Get it how you get it.
Yeah, no, that's real. And as of right now, did you switch that ways? Or you still say you still got that in you?
Nah, I ain't got that in me. Nah. I try to listen to what a lot of people say. It don't mean I do it, but I do listen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, they say with age, you get rigid and your mind become inflexible. Like, and I see it in me at my little age. Yeah. I was like, hold on, because I felt like I got to a point in life where nobody could teach me anything. Like, I already know about that subject. Oh yeah. And that's like, throw that away.
Basically, you can't tell me
never.
nothing.
Yeah, like it felt like that. It felt like that. It felt like that. Like especially when you've been in the field for a certain amount of time. Yeah. But the field keep evolving. If you ain't keep getting information, then you gonna get left behind. Yeah. And there's always a new perspective to look at it. Yeah. Like, innovation is real. You got anything to add, Dresha?
Well, you know the old saying that you can't teach an old dog new tricks, right? But go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's a real saying too. Don't be that old dog.
Don't be that old dog. Straight up. Yeah. Don't be.
Like, be something else. Keep learning new tricks. Be a sly fox.
Everything is being changed. Everything.
Nah, for real. Like, let's say he at his age right now, right? And he not being privy, or not really not being privy, but he's not, what's the best way I can say this? Gathering more information on the crypto, more information on the e-commerce, more information on just AI. Like, you know what I'm saying? Man. Like, that right there is a clear indication if they being rigged or not. They just basically throwing away all the new innovation that's coming with the new world. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? That make any sense?
It makes a lot of sense.
Because a lot of people,
I'm blind to a lot of that stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I try to soak in what I can, but
if you ain't got it around you either.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You ain't going to learn from it if you don't know about it.
Yeah, if you don't, like, it takes, it's really deep. Like, you got to be in the position to be in it. If you're not, like, actively trying to learn about it, then you got to be around it. Just for it to get into your ears. And hold on, what's going on? What
you for you to pay attention.
Yeah, just to get your attention. Yeah. So it's like you got to really stay on your toes and keep, like, intentionally improving. If that make any sense. And that's what I've been trying to do right now. And I'm going to ask that to the ratio. Do you feel like how I was saying that you know it all? You know what I'm saying?
Do I know it all?
Yeah.
To know it all.
Yeah, like,
I don't know everything, no.
So you don't be having that?
No, I'm not tapped all the way. Okay. I'm not tapped all the way in.
And I got a second question. Do you see that trait that your uncle was saying in you, the hard-headedness?
Sometimes.
Yeah?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes.
Give an example.
I mean, I listen to everything everybody says, for sure. But, like, for instance, my dad, you need to stop smoking weed.
He be on your top.
No, stop smoking weed.
Oh, okay.
Shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, I'm listening.
Well, he be saying why?
He said he lived through it. He's spending a lot of money on weed, but he think I spend a lot more than I do.
Mm-hmm.
He think I spend a lot more than I do. I don't spend that much. He think I spend a whole lot.
He
He
said,
goes on the phone talking about some 250, 200. I
Yeah.
said, whoa, you crazy. No.
I mean, that just goes to how much he was spending.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that was back in the day.
Hey,
Yeah,
I was gonna say back in the day, boy, prices was steep.
Oh, they were?
Oh yeah, $250 a zip, $200 a zip.
What are they now? You know, I don't smoke.
Man,
for
with
100
plug,
right
I'm getting it for $100 a zip. You
Oh,
know what
okay.
I mean?
Yes, that's a
unless
start.
if I get a bundle, then it's gonna be cheaper than that.
Yeah, that's a stark difference in that 200.
Yeah.
That's then they're 50% off.
Yeah, you right.
What's crazy about that is usually inflation supposed to go up
Yeah.
more.
yeah,
Uh-huh. But with
you
the
know what it is,
dispensaries
yeah.
and everything that's going on, and everybody can just go get it from the store, and it's different grades. You want to spend $50 on a zip? You want to spend $100 on a zip?
Yeah.
And you know what I mean?
What do
It
y'all
just-
usually spend? Like a higher grade? I'm guessing 100.
I get a high grade, but I get it at a great price
Yeah.
because I don't go to dispensaries.
You-
You know what I mean?
You're not supposed to
I
go
got
to
a boy.
dispensaries.
My
Oh,
boy
okay.
boy.
Oh, okay.
So, but
So, do you? Because I know some people who don't like going to dispensaries because they got all them regulations.
yes,
And the prices
Yes,
is
and the
stupid.
prices. Some prices are gouged at some places.
Oh, really?
$50 a eighth.
Yeah.
Some shit. If you want to get some crazy,
Some good.
some good. Yeah.
So, but in the black market, I guess you could call it $50 is not for an eighth. A good eighth ain't common.
you go to Oakland.
and
Go to the town.
Yeah, you got
And
to
then that's
Oakland,
where
the
they-
Bay Area.
It's
And they
cheaper.
selling moon rocks. Probably it's probably a moon rock if it's $50. But if it's $50 a eighth, it got to be something crazy.
Yeah, if
on
you
the
go out
black
here
market.
where we at, and you
Yeah.
go and
You
spend.
spend 50, you're gonna get half ounce.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
is that a lot? Like I don't know nothing
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
that
It's
about-
cool, yeah.
it
Oh, okay.
could possibly last you a week,
It's
maybe.
what a half ounce is 14 grams.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, I don't know how much you put in. How much of that 14 blends you smoke?
Bruh.
That's the question. It's like,
Now,
like three-
a pre-roll or something that you're going to get from a dispensary is a gram.
A gram,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm putting like an eighth in the blunt, like
Yeah.
maybe 3 grams, 2
Yeah.
grams. It's anywhere from 2.
Yeah.
You know
Two and
what
a
I mean?
half to 3.
Yeah.
to
okay,
3
so that don't last y'all long. They're doing 314. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you good with numbers,
Yeah,
I
that's
see.
four, that's 4 or 5 right there. You get about 4 little times to smoke, 5 times to smoke. It's over with. And that's an ounce. I'm guessing above an ounce is a
No,
zip.
that's half an ounce. Yeah.
Yeah, a half ounce is
half
14
ounce is
grams,
14
28 is a whole, a zip is a whole.
Oh,
is a
so
whole
okay,
ounce.
so 28. So then that's only lasting you about 10 days. 10 rolls.
Yeah,
That's crazy to think about.
yeah,
How often y'all smoke a day?
I burn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I used to burn. Now that
No, I used
I'm
to go
on this
crazy.
job and I got to be up at 2:20 in the morning and be on the road and at the place by 3:30 in the morning, I don't get to smoke like how I used to. You know what I mean? And so I go through the day and everything. On a good day, I'll be out of the place by 11. Then it's go time.
Yeah.
And so on a good day, I might smoke 1, 2.
Twice.
Two blunts,
Yeah,
maybe
twice.
3, and that's on an awesome. But normally, I'll burn 1 and it's over. And I got to be in
Knocked
bed
out.
by 5:30 if I'm not in bed. Oh my God, why am I still awake?
No, that's a real thing.
You know
I don't
what
know
I
if
mean?
y'all ever had them nighttime jobs, but it gets serious. If you miss that set time you supposed to go to sleep, it's serious.
Yeah. You
It
get
gets
furious.
serious.
It
Yeah,
gets
it's
real.
real. It's a real thing.
Furious.
Oh, yeah.
Like that nighttime stuff is real. Like for
yeah.
me, how I can relate to that. Like I really can't relate to the weed that much, but I can relate to that night
Man, you
schedule.
ever tried it?
Yeah, I smoked before and things of
Okay.
that, but I never really like consistently did it. Like I
Okay.
can't even smoke a whole wood
And you
blunt
quit?
by myself. Nah, I ain't quit.
Oh, okay.
I never really. I only did like a social thing.
Holla at me after the show. No.
But yeah, nah, I always did it. I just did like a social thing. Like I ain't really smoked that much like that. Personally, that's how I did it. But I will go to the. You got anything to say before I go into the next topic? You got any questions you want to ask or anything?
Nah, everything is smooth. Seems smooth. First time on the podcast, everything is lovely. You know what I mean? Seems cool.
And real life, I'm gonna actually flip it on his head too.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
he had the experience of siren a big family. Ratio being in the big family setting with all the siblings.
Yeah.
How is that from your perspective? I know we kind of talked about it in one episode, just a little, but I wanted to hear how you thought it was as a kid being in one of them settings with hecka
As a
siblings.
kid? Oh, it's heck of fun as a kid.
Or he's like
As a
right now,
kid?
like who you are now, like how
Oh,
is it?
it's
Like,
cool still. Yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, it's cool, especially when they're when they all cool, you know what I'm saying? When they all
Coming
cool
up together and everything.
Yeah,
solid.
especially when you coming up when you grow up all together, all them years, everybody just cool together. It's just like, I don't know, it's normal, I guess, to me. I don't know. How can you really explain it?
Nah, because some people out there were only child. Like, that's a real thing. They only, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's real talk.
That's
yeah.
like, they
Man,
they
that's
raised by
that's
themselves.
a lonely life, I think.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine it at
You're
all.
begging for a best friend.
I've lived the opposite.
Yeah, no, that's real thing.
That's
Like,
real talk.
somebody's always
Or a
at
cousin.
home. Somebody will always be home. You're never home alone.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a chance you're
Yeah.
home alone.
You know,
That's
that's
real talk.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's actually crazy. Like, never, not a chance for you home alone. I got that feeling, so I never had that either. So,
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to have somebody who an only child on here to talk about it. 'Cause I had siblings too. So I know exactly what he talking about.
Alone time? Never.
Yeah, nah, really.
Yeah, that's
Nah,
real
really. I
talk.
always had like somebody at the house. Never home alone. Never one of them you could just invite the girl over type of thing.
Yeah, I didn't know I liked being alone until I moved out. And I learned I love being alone.
Nah, I can't say the same. I can't say the same.
I'm not gonna lie.
I like having people by me.
Okay.
I don't like being alone. What about you?
Um,
Have you, like, when was the last time you experienced y'all never had the house just to yourselves?
Nah, hell no. What what
living
we
alone.
used to do, I ain't did it in a while. We used to get a hotel room, man. We out of here.
Oh,
We got older kids, so the older ones are 20-year-olds, 24. You know what I mean? And you guys gonna watch the kids tonight, right? We gonna go buy dinner for y'all. Make sure you guys are cool. I holler tomorrow at about I think 11 o'clock's checkout.
Yeah.
And so that would be our alone time.
Oh, okay.
You know
And
what
that's
I mean?
how y'all would do it.
That's how we had to do it.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. That's cool. Some people don't even do that. They relationships go crazy.
Yeah, you got to have some type of alone time, man. Otherwise, it's going to be a lot of crankiness going on.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, we back in the building.
So we get into another topic now. We finna ask, what is it? Not really what is it, right? We're going to do the same thing we did. So this is the question. We're going to give our opinion on it, and then you're going to tell us what it was like. This is the topic. Being with a woman for a long period of time. Like how you and your woman have been.
Okay.
So I'll go first this time, what I think it's like. I personally think it's amazing, right? You really know that person for, like, they know you stupid well, right? And if you really intrigued by her and love her dearly, I think it's a great thing. Personally, though, this is a personal thing.
You have to say something stupid. Listen to me.
I may get a little bit insatiable, like I want to try something else, but that's a personal thing. You know what I'm saying? That's a personal thing.
Sheesh.
But you know, like
Player.
like that's just personal. Other than that, I think it's very great. You know, they know you know, like the back of your hand. If you kept it real loving and intimate, it's the best thing ever. I think that's like a person that never leave your side in there.
Yeah.
That's how I think about it, though. What you think?
I love it. I'll do it again. But not right now. I got to give it a couple years. I got to go have a little.
Why not right now?
Because I don't have a blast first.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So when you get with that person, you're not going to have a blast?
Yeah, I will.
That's a real question. That's a real
I most
question.
definitely will. I most
That's a
definitely
real
will.
question. I
But
guess
haven't
it's two different
experienced-
type of blast.
Yeah, I haven't experienced the world enough yet. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you got
I
that
gotta do a
new
little bit of-
blast, and then the one you've been with is the blast from the past.
Yeah.
That's a crazy way of saying it. That's a crazy way of saying
exactly.
it. But what would you say your experience on it is as someone who did it?
I can't wait
I
for
would
it, though.
say, man, I love it. She's like my best friend, you know what I mean? She's always been that way, though, since we were friends before we hooked up, you know what I mean? And so, but,
Yeah.
man, I do everything with her. I tell her everything. I you know what I mean? I go to softball games with his dad and stuff. And, you know, I'm not the type to just be on the phone. But, man, I'll be missing her. I call her, you know what I mean? And be like, it is what it is. I mean, I like that. I prefer to be with mine instead of being with, because it gets lonely, especially after so long, and
Yeah,
they
no,
don't want
that's
to be
real.
with you no
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Or you think you're looking for something long time now, and they not ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going to
Yeah,
be
no.
rough for you. You don't want to let that one pass by.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's not too many that comes through
Yeah.
for you to be like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want that one. That was
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
She's going to be like, shit, I have fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's real life.
But I think it's better long term.
It's better long term to be like that. And let me just,
That's
I
how I
really-
feel. I mean,
yeah, no, I agree.
usually.
I really just want to think about that though too, because that's like we're right now, people my age, it's more glorified, I guess you could call it, to be in a dating type of culture.
Oh yeah.
Have multiple women type of culture. With the internet and all of that, they
And
see
the
the red pill,
music and
things of that.
I don't want all that.
They kind of, that's what I'm saying. Just saying they glorify that nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't want all that.
Oh yeah.
And just hearing the opposite, you know what I'm saying? Like the perks, he said, that's your best friend. They there with you long term.
Man, everywhere I go, bruh, I'm
Yeah.
like, come on, let's go. Before I ask a kid,
Yeah.
my brother, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
my nephew, man, babe, let's go.
Yeah.
We go for walks. We do, I mean, whatever. It don't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's my ride or die. And it's always been like that.
Yeah, nah.
Now, if you just with somebody for long term and y'all just can't stand each other or get a, then maybe you might need another person to be like, come on, let's go for a walk.
No, that's real life.
You know?
And
But-
knowing that difference, if you just said, like, if you can't stand, it shouldn't even
Yeah.
get what y'all together for.
Nah, there's
Yeah,
no
exactly.
Point. There's no point at all.
Like
Yeah.
that's alarming. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That's not even fun to be in.
Exactly.
But yeah, not just sitting there thinking about it for real. Like just thinking about the perks of that and the cons of it, if there is any. Which
I mean, the only cons is when you're young, I guess. If you want to be outside and go do the things.
And I think the pros is, I mean, if you're young
It's
and
a
you're
lot of
not
pros.
really trying to settle down,
it's a lot of pros.
man, run through them or however you're going to do it.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
have a lot of fun.
one thing
But I found mine at an early age and I stuck with mine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't get too many like them.
Yeah. One thing I gotta say though that I can see that could be a con though, which I see has not happened to y'all, which is good, is one could grow. Let's say you're like this, like how you was. You said you met at 18. Y'all went a 5-year
16.
gap. 16. Y'all went like a 10-year gap to 26, and they say you started dabbling in something that kind of changed your whole perspective on life.
Yeah.
And now you got that kind of confliction with your partner.
Yeah.
And they don't, like you said, they don't want to come around. So then now, but y'all been together for so long.
Yeah.
I can see that becoming into a thing too. And
Yeah.
they're trying to like.
It could. Thank God I've never had to, you know what I mean, witness that or be a part of that.
Yeah, nah.
So,
I seen that. Like, you
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Somebody had they basically switched who they was while in a relationship
Yes.
could for sure cause friction if your partner
For sure.
isn't ready or isn't keeping up.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like letting that soak in right there because I'm just thinking like, how could you even get around that? Or is that recipe for disaster?
Nah, I think you're good.
You think you could get around that?
Yeah.
I
People
think
don't just, they don't just change because of that, bro. You just doing something different. Nah, they ain't gonna just leave you because of that. Hell no.
what I think it all boils down to is how much do you want to be with that person? How much do you
Yeah.
love that person? How much are you willing to withstand from that person? Can you tolerate what the bad cons are? You know what I mean? And weigh out your options, like how you said, with the pros and cons.
Yeah.
Is it worth it? Is it not? Or can you see your person having to? Can you see yourself having to deal with this person the rest of your life with their cons and with their? Is it really that bad, or is it something that you can deal with?
We back in the building.
Back in the building, you know what I mean? Switching topics and everything, man. Thinking about might have to call my wife, give her a shout out, man. Hey, baby.
Hey, hop on the
Hey, you know what I'm saying? She wanted to say that.
See what she got to say to the podcast.
She could definitely do that, and she could actually come on.
She could
I'm
come
with
on.
it, man.
If she
both of
wanted
y'all
to
just
come on,
come
you know
on.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And talk
Thank
about
you
it.
for the invite. Definitely.
Yeah, talk
Definitely
about
mess with
whatever we be thinking about. 'Cause it's really just every topic on this podcast is what the stuff I be thinking about. Now this time, like the first two little topics, they was tailored to you because you know
Okay.
what I'm saying, and
Yeah.
it gives the people an opportunity to see your background
you. Yes.
and who you are. This one we gonna switch to the other topic. I really don't know if we finished that last one. We was talking about. I think I wanted to ask you. We was talking about the change, and you said that it depends on really how much they care for you and love you determines if they gonna stick with you no matter what, if you
Definitely.
change or not.
Definitely. I think definitely if you are willing to, for one, sacrifice for the other person. If you have some flaws, if you just out there just still contacting ex-bros, this is my friend. This is
Yeah.
and the other person is willing to tolerate it, that person must love you a lot, but you don't apparently love that much that other person to let me cut this
Settle
out.
down. Yeah.
But it's what the other person is willing to accept for the love for you and for the relationship and what you're willing to accept as well from the other person. But yeah, okay.
No, that's real life.
You know what I
That's
mean?
real life. People be needing to hear that type of stuff. I guess they don't be having the like when it comes to relationships. I ain't gonna lie, people kind of get slow.
Yeah,
and that's not even. I'm not even trying to be mean, but like when
they
it
get
kinda,
real dumb about it.
Yeah, it's
I get it.
They don't really be thinking the smartest when it comes to relationships.
Dude could do anything to it.
Yeah, and it don't even have to be a man or woman, just a friend to friend for a long time.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that person start roasting you like crazy. Like you start putting up with more than you usually would.
Yeah.
But it's worse when it gets to man to woman. Like you
get way worse.
When it
It
get
get
domestic,
way worse.
domestic and everything.
Watch out. What you doing? You got me, huh? Come on, Simba, say what's up to the people. Let me see you.
The little puppy, you know what I'm saying? We got a little puppy
You know what I
in the
mean?
backyard.
Another little hustle, man. Get at your peoples if you know you need one. But
We always stay attached.
stay attached.
They attached. He said it what?
Stay tapped, but it still work both ways. It work both ways. Stay
It's all
attached.
good.
I work both ways. Stay tapped or attached.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We always got things coming our way, innovative.
Yeah.
But I think like really people just they do get really slow when it comes to relationships and how to operate when a person treating them bad because of that type of because of feelings, basically. That's just 100%.
Yeah.
That's
Feelings.
a million. Yeah.
Feelings make you start tolerating things that shouldn't be tolerated with.
Yeah.
So are you going to be a slave to your feelings?
Man.
Or are you like, I was just reading a book recently and it said in life, it's the rational person. Think of it like this. Your relationship with your emotions, right? Like that's the feelings, the emotion. Your relationship to your feelings is like a rider is to the horse. Mm-hmm. The rider is the control and tell the horse where it's going. The horse is the power behind everything.
You got that right. Are we riding bareback or are we saddling up?
It don't matter. Get it done.
All right, you got that
Whichever
right.
was the best way for you.
You got that right.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yep.
got to control that horse, though.
Because as we spoke in the beginning, you know what I mean, with the children and everything, you know, I ride bareback.
That's You can see where it led. We see the destination. We see the destination.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
We can
right,
see
but
the
yeah, you are
destination.
most definitely right about what you're saying.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, because when we get in a relationship, it's like we stop controlling the horse and let it control us. And people do
Yes.
crazy things. Like,
Yeah.
take their life over somebody else. Like, imagine
Man.
that.
And if you really love that other person, man, you wouldn't have to dogging them out or doing and you know what I mean?
No,
don't.
it's
Them
like
accepting it is one thing. They must love you
Yeah.
to death, but you doing it, come on, bruh.
Yeah, nah.
If not, let that other person go.
Yeah.
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 Somebody else will love and cherish
Yeah.
that person.
Yeah,
You know
nah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But, you know, we get real possessive as humans.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a human thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get real possessive. Like, jealousy is real.
It is. And I get jealous every now and then. You know what I mean? I used to be more jealous. But now I still have a little jealousy and I got to catch myself. And I'll see my wife's reaction to when I do say something or I think something or you know what I mean? And I'll see her reaction. I'll be like, okay, let me go just cool off real quick. And because I know, you know what I mean? It ain't what I think or how it's happening or what's going on or anything.
Yeah.
Because
So basically
she loved me to death, and there ain't no way that she'd even do, you know what I mean? So it's like,
No, that's real life.
yeah, that's real
No,
life.
that's real life. And I got that point of view right there, that thought process, I got to point that out with Deratio because he think the worst. Now, when it comes to relationship, are you that
Bruh,
confident?
I used to be thinking the worst. Now, I'm old right now, but back in my but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even though I was fly and everything, I still thought the worst. And I had to come in life, like how you said, a lot of people, when they get older, they get more seasoned in life. So that's why I say with the jealousy and stuff, I have to take a minute and be like, because come on, man, that's my ride or die. And before I thought a different way and I acted a different way, and man, it ain't like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's real life.
That's real life. That's real talk.
And basically for everybody, because nobody.
But the
none.
generation nowadays, it's on a whole new level.
Yeah.
What you mean?
I've been dealing with mine, and she been dealing, and me seeing her reaction because I know mine, I love mine, and I know, okay, nigga, step back and get in your place. But this new generation, it's like crazy, man. Y'all cats is out of this world. I'm not gonna say y'all, but y'all peoples, y'all generation,
Like
y'all
how we be what?
They cheat.
relationship wise, and just be running through them and being like, oh, body for body, what's your body count? Body for body, you know what I mean? Like,
What we
bruh,
glorifying? What we
this
glorifying?
man, what you glorify, what's in the music, what's in the streets, what's in, bruh,
online.
oh my God.
On social
And-
media.
And then now, when it is time for you to want to settle down, is it ever gonna happen? When is it gonna happen?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh,
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's a whole crazy different scene now.
Now, what I have to say about that is, it definitely. My thoughts on that, right, is how much is it really true too, though? Because just because you see a lot of it on the socials, don't mean it's a lot of it around you in person.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's true. But is
you
it a
see
lot
it-
of
I
it
see
trying
it a
to go
lot.
down like that? Is they
Yeah, no.
trying to push it and the
But
other
do you-
person
Do you
ain't?
see it a lot?
You know what I mean?
When you go out and meet people.
So it depends, right? It depends on your relationship. So it depends on your relationship to the woman. A woman act like how you want her to act. I'm gonna just say it like that.
Basically,
If
is
you-
she a ripper or is she
Yeah, like,
not?
and if you open to
Let
that
it-
stuff, she'll tell you. But
Yeah.
if she could tell you ain't open to that type of lifestyle, she gonna hold it to her heart when
And,
she's
and then,
around
and
you.
then being a man, you gonna push it to the next.
Yeah.
You could game recognize game. Okay, you ain't that type. I'm not trying to. So let me move
But
on.
some game ain't like
And
that.
y'all be moving through
Yeah.
the traffic, wiggling.
Yeah.
Bro, it's crazy.
No, it definitely is. And I don't think it's what's the best way I can say it? I don't think it's that different from the eras my dad come from and
no,
you.
it's not.
Because
It's
I hear
not.
the
It's
things
just-
they be saying too.
It's heavy populated now, so it's so much more going on. You know what I mean? That's real talk.
Yeah.
But do you
we
think-
did
you
do
think-
it in our era.
Yeah, do you think it's
Definitely.
more? What's the best way I can say? Do you think it's more because of social media? I think you just see it more because of social media. But I think they was doing the same thing back in the day.
You're right. You got to put social media into play.
Yeah, because
That's-
my dad said if we had cameras, we'll be a whole bunch
Hey.
of stuff.
That's true. It's just more populated with it, and you guys got it socially out there.
Yeah, socially out
You
there.
know what I mean? And there's so much going on.
And-
Back when I was younger, it wasn't this many people at schools and all around,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I gotta put something else out that we could examine. My coworker, he used to tell me like back in the day, he used to have to convince broads to top him off. Nowadays, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. Like listen to
Listen,
this.
baby, I love you. I understand what he's saying, but I ain't never had to. We've been for a while.
Yeah, so he be like he said you
But
said
yeah, I do understand and I get what you're saying. Nowadays, it's easier to pull a bra and be like, "Hey, check it out,"
Yeah, not like
and they with it.
yeah they would, and that's
They
what
with
I'm
it.
saying is that could also be
It's crazy.
rooted to the fact of now women are getting more. They want to be more the equality standpoint
Of a
it.
man.
Yeah,
You got that right. We're no longer
Yeah.
considered tramps or, excuse
Yeah.
my language, sorry, females, tramps or hoes but you cats as players.
Yeah.
We players
yeah.
too.
They
Yeah.
say playettes.
Oh, is that what they call it
Oh,
now?
no,
See,
I'm just saying,
oh,
I'm just
okay,
saying,
yeah,
I'm
but
just
that's a
saying.
good one.
Yeah.
That should be one.
Yeah,
Playettes.
playettes.
But yeah, no,
Like, you know what I'm
you're
saying?
right.
So,
Oh,
and
good
then
topic.
if you hear the music and
Nice
all
one.
that, it's
Yeah.
even it's
Okay.
even more so. But that's
I
all.
like how that twisted.
Yeah, no, that's just like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
The
they
ski
sick out here nowadays.
Yeah, they all
But
that.
the
is-
dudes are sick too.
Yeah.
For even the girls is just trying to level up.
They are.
Yeah.
They
Right?
are.
Yeah, they catching
Right?
up.
They
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
But
I
you
mean, they on
can't.
another
One thing I
level
will
now.
say though, you
But
can't. You
what
can't,
good comes out of that?
Nothing.
A good time for the time that
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
But
yeah.
other than that,
I say what good comes out of it is women don't feel socially repressed. They
Ooh,
feel
you
they
went
can
there
speak.
with
They
me.
can speak. They can speak their mind.
You're right. You're
Like
right.
if we was talking
You
about
went
this,
there.
I'll push it forward a little bit. But we was on the Monkey app, and on this app, you would probably never see this person again. It's like 1% chance you'll ever see this person in real life, but 0.0001% chance you'll see this person in real life. And what we have noticed is people are very, very loose with their thoughts.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Women
Hell yeah.
talking very graphic about what they
Yes.
would do to you.
Yes.
Niggas on the camera with switches.
Like it's very, you know what I'm saying? Speaking
Bruh.
their mind.
I swear to God.
Like,
Niggas on the camera
like, you know
with
what I'm
the
saying?
Yeah.
I just think that's just the era that we are coming to be in at this moment.
Now, I'm going to speak on it. I love my sons. But like I said, my sons have been involved in stuff. You know what I mean? And they was on probation. And I'm like, bruh, what is y'all doing? This activity got you caught up on it.
Yeah.
And now you on probation. You like, yeah.
Oh, it's cool.
Bruh, like it's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And it's like an addiction.
Yeah.
They can't stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's a blessing. I'm gonna say that's a blessing we didn't have it in our day. The social.
No, for real.
Yeah.
It really is, because it's an easy access of validation.
Yes.
It's an easy
Hell
access of
yeah.
attention. All right, y'all, we back. We had a little delay right there. But what was he talking about? We was talking about basically the younger generation and how they moving in the difference between the younger and the older. And we was just pointing out the difference and the realities of where we at right now with it. I think it's gonna bring change. Like, it's gonna bring a lot, and I think this change is also represented because it's a lot more virtual. It's a lot less in person.
Change like STDs or
I mean more so
playing,
like
I'm just
how
playing.
people behaving.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a hater move I just pulled, but yeah. No, but real talk, I mean, it is what it is. So, I mean, as they say, history kind of repeats itself. You know what I mean? The population wasn't as heavy, but if you look back in like the 60s and stuff like that, and it was all about free love and, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but it is what it is.
Yeah, my history, I'm improving that right now. My knowledge on history and things
Oh,
like
man,
that.
they was hitting everything back then.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yes.
You know what I
So
mean?
you-
And the females was with it like the males was with it. It wasn't no, I don't want to, or
Yeah.
they're going to make, or everybody was with it.
Yeah.
It's freaky.
Yeah, it's freaky. It's freaky time right now.
Yeah, no, I
Freaky
mean
time.
that's real life. And then like Too Short was talking to Freaky Tales. That
Oh,
just
the
made me think of
freak-
that. That just made me think of that. That
These
just made
are
me
the
think of that.
chills.
Yeah, that just made me think of
Tales,
that.
man.
man.
So it may look different, but is it really that different? Like, I never grew up in that era. I only hear he say.
You're right, but it's publicized just more.
Yeah.
That's
The
social.
social media.
You got it.
That social media make people act, not really act different, just show how they acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see
They
it
put it
now.
on blast. And
Yeah.
a long time ago,
think
there used to be a saying where it was like, you know what I mean? Don't air out your dirty laundry. Or don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and it's like, that just went out the window.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I'm going to show my ass.
Yeah, no, literally, they don't be tripping no more.
Uh-huh.
One thing I gotta say though is, so that was a cool little segment we went into. I'm gonna switch the topic back to. I'm gonna switch it to this real quick. I'm trying to figure out the best.
Showing off they moose nubs.
Yeah, I'm trying to say it the best way. I'm trying to say it the best way possible. I want to talk about, this is an easy one. So recently, I'm gonna lead into it with a story. Recently, I was talking to this chick, right? And as I was talking to her, she said something that triggered like a trauma in me.
What'd she say?
And I reacted involuntarily in a way that was trauma induced. Basically, what I mean by that is I reacted how I reacted because of the trauma. And I wanted to point that out. Like, did y'all have any? Mine is very surface level, so I'm gonna give it up front. Mine was, I had a woman just ghost me for this particular, like, you know what it be like when she say on the internet, the memes be like when she say you weird and they
Yeah.
switched up their whole behavior
Yeah.
instead of being who they really is,
Yeah.
and not afraid of it.
Yeah.
So for me, it was something along them lines, and I switched it up. But then I caught myself. I was able to like know that, hold on, this ain't it. So I caught myself, and I was like, nah, like that ain't cool. Like I ain't about to be led by the past. You know what I'm saying? And that was a one single example of that happening. So I don't even know if that's a real thing that happens. If that make any sense.
That ain't never happened.
So I wanted to know, y'all know, I just want to know any trauma type of movement that y'all had that you reacted a certain way, like involuntarily. You know what I'm saying? Like some people, like for instance, my cousin, he be telling me he got to spin the block a couple times just because of the things that happened in his past.
I was gonna say it was activities to where it was involuntary to where somebody else would get into it. And you just happen to be there. You ain't finna just stand by and nah, man, check this out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm here with who I'm here with. Potty, you ain't finna do nothing. And so yeah, there has been. What do I think about it? It's cold. You know what I mean? It's a cold game. It's all about the company you bring and the activities that come along with that company. And man, are you willing to really, you know what I mean, have to go there for that person, or are you gonna walk away from it? You know what I mean?
No, that's a real thing. And that had me questioning. That had me ask this question in my mind: are you gonna let your trauma run you, or you gonna deal with it? I just wanted to. I don't know if you had any type of trauma that you've been through or had.
Nah, I haven't.
I don't know if you had. I dealt with it.
I mean, trauma is in more than one phrase, right?
Yeah,
more
trauma
than one way.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. So it's trauma in the sense of, like, for instance, marriage. They had a bad marriage. You took 50%. Now you don't want to get married again. You just threw it out the window.
That's trauma right there.
Yeah, that's trauma.
That's trauma.
That's you
Yeah,
have.
I ain't never had nothing like that, but yeah.
Yeah, like you have a friend that you was cool with, and then they bust in your door. Still, you told them about some stuff. They bust in, took it all.
Yeah.
That's trauma. So now you ain't. So,
Yeah.
but then those are all single incidents too, though.
I've had traumas. They haven't ran me like I told you before. Since we was younger, we had the police kicking our door and everything. You
Yeah,
know
that's trauma. That would be
That's
trauma. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess you could say when you're younger, and within the years or a couple years of it, you know what I mean, it probably affects you. Mm-hmm. But with me, after so long, you just put it in the back of you. You don't really think about it no more. You know what I mean? It's just a part of life. That's what happened. It is what it is. I know my family wasn't one of the only ones where that incident happened. But if you let it control you, that's when all these pharmaceuticals come in and Xanaxes and you know what I mean?
Now, is there a problem with you considering it normal? Like how you said that's normal.
Now, yeah, in people's eyes, yeah. Hell yeah. They're like, that shit ain't normal.
Yeah.
Fuck, no, that ain't normal.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But in my eyes,
Ooh,
it
I get
was.
it. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You had to consider that just to move on.
Yeah.
You had to put that, like you had to basically normalize it or you was going to be stuck on it.
Yeah,
Especially 'cause
exactly. You
you grew
can't
up
be stuck
seeing
on
it.
it.
Yeah, you grew
You
up
got to
seeing
move
it.
forward.
That's tough. That's tough. But it's saying it's normal dealing with it.
I remember my sister. She had show and tell. We was in elementary school. And right before show and tell,
What is show and tell?
show and tell was like where you go up in the classroom in elementary and you can either tell a story about yourself or tell something what you did that week, or you could like show an object.
Item,
Or I
yeah.
brought back then you was able to bring pets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I brought my pet cat, my pet turtle,
Yeah, no, they didn't do that for me.
or a toy, my favorite toy.
They did
This
that
is-
for me.
They did?
my sister had a birthday. I forget what year it was. And during her birthday, the police was looking for my dad. My dad was in the house. They came in, they raided, they came to the windows, the door. He was in the closet. They found him in the closet, right, hiding. So they took him. She went to show and tell the next week and was like, yeah, and told the whole story to the classroom and the teacher. The teacher called my mom and was like, oh, we need to talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For some people, that would be traumatizing.
Yeah.
For other people, you move on from it.
normal.
You learn from it. You know you don't want that in your life.
Now,
Now, I know I don't want that, so I'm not going to the activities that I seen that I was involved. You know, I had to be forced because I was a kid.
it wasn't really much you could do.
Yeah, you couldn't do nothing then, but
Yeah.
you can when you start getting older.
Yeah.
So you learn from it and you move on. You don't let that shit run you. You
So
learn
you
and go.
Now
Move
let's get
forward.
let's get a little more practical with it. If you, because I had to deal with that's like simple things, not nothing. For me, I do got more, I guess you could say, but that's more like a core personality issue. But I wanted to ask you if you had any. How did you get around it? Like, how did you control it?
I put it behind me. I move forward. I don't even really talk about it like that. You know what I mean? But we was talking about trauma and situation, and I don't even really think about it. You know what I mean?
And that's how.
I got way too much other stuff that's going on to worry about in life. I got children. I got to be stable. I got this. I got that. I got bills. I mean, a lot of stuff. So I can't just sit there and dawn on one thing
And that's
and let it boil.
That's where I realized that be a difference between people. They be able to in life, right? Say they not in your same situation. Say they like us, right? We single, we have no kids, so we don't really have them necessity like pulling problems. Like I gotta focus on this, I gotta focus on that, and this give us the freedom to magnify things that shouldn't even be magnified.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like people be stressed over what this person said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you ain't even hit
And you can't do nothing about it anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why you gonna let that affect you,
Shouldn't
your
even
mood,
bother you.
your whole day?
your whole. You should be more. You ain't even got a house yet.
Yeah, straight up.
Like that's serious. Like you
That's
ain't mad.
serious.
You ain't got to. You don't annually make 100,000. You worried about what somebody said to you.
Man, you better put that on the back burner and move forward.
Yeah, nah, really.
I'm not gonna snoop down to nobody level that's like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move forward, and anybody that has anything bad to say, say it, speak on it, and it is what it is. But it's gonna go in one ear and out the other.
Yeah, nah.
Other people look at that like, man, I'm gonna catch fire off that, which is a good thing. It's positive.
Yeah.
And that feeds me. And,
Yeah.
But to each his own.
Yeah, no, for real. And that's a real thing. And I'll say for me, because I don't have all them big old delegating problems from me, so I was able to deal with what I was talking about with that woman. And I just basically said, show me again, basically. Show me that this trauma is well-founded to protect me and not just because of that one thing. Is this a real protection, or was that just a singularity incident, if that make any sense? Mm-hmm. So I said, okay, I'm going to just deal with it and see where it go. I'm not going to let this pull me out of the situation. I'm going to stay in the situation because this situation may be different than the last one. Yeah. So I basically said what I did when I felt that trauma-inducing behavior or what happened made me want to act like this. I basically challenged that reaction. Let me see if this was really true. Yeah. Let me see if I should really act like that. And this is not just a false because of that one time. Yeah. So it's like, say for instance, like a birthday party, right? Mm-hmm. The birthday parties you used to go to always ended up getting shot up. Okay. Now you in a different neighborhood, but you still got that same trauma.
Mentality. Oh, yeah.
The
same thoughts.
The same thoughts. So you're not going to no birthday parties because of that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Challenge that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
you don't let that affect you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I be saying people be getting
stuck on it. Because you're going to be terrified your whole life.
You be what?
Man. You'll be terrified your whole life if you keep
letting that take control. Not moving to that. And you good. You ain't got no trauma duration. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got nothing either. I got more, like I said, a character quality trait where I get when a certain thing happens, I get very nonchalant. And when my nonchalant activate, I hate it. I hate what I do when I'm like that. Mm-hmm. So I had to recognize that in me. You know what I'm saying? But that really isn't trauma. That's just like a personal character trait. That's like a self-protective type of thing. But y'all got anything more to say about that trauma and stuff like that?
No.
Nah, you ain't really had no input on that.
No.
You ain't got no questions on it? Like
he said everything's been lovely for him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's some real things. I've seen some stuff that could really create trauma. Mm-hmm. Backdooring the friends backdooring you, so now you don't ever have friends. Mm-hmm. Loving a woman and then all she wanted was your kid, so now you can't even put your same trust in women no more. Mm-hmm. Like there's a lot of things like seeing your mom get abused domestically. Yeah, that's like it's real things out here that's really dealing with trauma, and I want to for everybody out there that's dealing with that, don't be a slave to it. Like trauma is there to protect you because you don't want that same effect to happen, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that could be exaggerated, and it could be based off a sole incident, of one incident. You know what I'm saying? So I say test it, like you know what I'm saying. See if that is really is that really how it is? Is this really it? So that's what I say about it. You got anything to say? You say put it behind you.
Yeah, just put it behind you.
Yeah, just put it behind you.
Got to put it in the past. Move forward. Yeah. You go dawning on the past on anything really. You know what I mean? You're gonna be stuck there.
Yeah, no, that's real life. That's real life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've seen shit happen, but crazy shit.
But it ain't really affect you.
No, I don't think about it. It's nothing that I think about.
And so you basically implemented what he said.
Yeah, it's a similar thing. I've seen shit happen. I just don't think about it.
Yeah, but
yeah, no.
There's no reason to think about it.
Okay, now we're gonna get into this other topic right here. I feel like you'll be able to relate to this one. I think everybody at this sitting right here in front of this pool should be able to relate to this one. So I'm gonna leave with a story again. So 2 months ago, the start of November, I told my father, I'm gonna run this business because you be seeing like you be doing too much and scratching your head and always. You know
he said, "Hell no, over my dead body, Nah, I'm sorry, y'all.
Nah. That would be a crazy reaction, uncharacteristic reaction. So he did not say that. He said, "Bet." Or he didn't say bet, but that was like the action. He was like, "All right."
The total opposite.
Yeah, the total opposite. Okay, you know what I'm saying? He said, "All right, go for it or do it." So that's when I hired your daughter.
Okay.
To do that back end part.
Yes.
So then I put her in position. So basically, what I'm saying is, he let me take over the full reins.
He had total confidence in what was going on.
Yeah, total confidence, and let me, you know what I'm saying. Let me do what I gotta do. I took over, And I realized about a month or two in, I half-assed it.
Oh no.
Because I was lazy. And I still did a good job. I did everything I was supposed to do, but I see caveats. Because my whole goal was I want to kick my dad out the business. I don't want him in it no more, right? But then I have to keep going to him because of certain ways you got to make this product. So
you
because
still need
I'm
his
not
advice.
Huh?
You still need his
I
knowledge.
still need his, and I realized I needed
Good
it because
stuff, pops. Uh-huh.
yeah, real stuff, real stuff.
But it's up to you to take heed, bruh, and get all the knowledge you can from him. Like you said, you know your mistake, right?
Yeah.
The laziness.
Yeah.
Stop being you.
No, literally.
You know it. You learn from it.
Yeah, and I am. And I wanted to point out that the laziness appeared when he was teaching the employee, Gianna, you know what I'm saying? He was teaching her the herbs and stuff.
Yeah.
I should have been there too. But because I'm lazy.
True. Very true.
I'm just, okay, she got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I need to know it too.
This is your business. You need to know what's going on.
I need to know what's going on because I can't be, because at one point where it pointed out to me, where I seen it, I had to make these products and I made them wrong. And Gianna was teaching me. She do it right, but at that moment she was telling me wrong. So I was doing it and I'm like, I was telling my dad, these ain't supposed to be like this. And just that discord right there, that these ain't supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be like this. If I was sitting at the table when he was teaching her I would have. Yeah. But I was lazy. Yeah. So I cut the corner.
Yeah. What you was doing?
I was sleeping. I said, I'm just, he got it. I'm gonna walk up. He got it. I'm gonna walk up.
I was playing video games. I was on the phone.
Yeah,
you were sleeping.
I was sleeping because you know the schedule we had. Okay. The schedule we had.
So
we be up all night. She
I get it. Okay.
I be up all night, and she come at 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So I just let her in. I gave her like her first little 2 weeks since taught her everything like how she's supposed to do.
And went to sleep.
And then went to sleep. Or my dad would come in, instruct her on the herbs while I'm in the room sleeping.
Yeah.
And Friday, I got no reason to be up all night. I should have, you know what I'm saying? But the cut corner because of laziness, I decided to do that. And the reason why I point out that story is I wanted y'all to see if y'all had any vices that y'all acknowledge and are working at it. Like, I'm still working on it. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not lazy in the sense, but if I don't feel like I have to do that to get to where I need to be, I'm not doing it. So that's where I do it.
Yeah, I do that a lot. I do it a lot.
That same thing?
Yeah. I do it a lot.
So you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I do the same thing.
Laziness. We know what we're supposed to do in life. And you know what I mean? It's up to us to do it, but I get lazy too, man.
Everybody gets lazy, I guess.
Except for your daddy.
Yeah.
Your daddy don't get lazy, bro.
Oh, your dad don't?
That nigga start moving. He stay moving.
He don't get lazy. Yeah, I ain't never seen him get lazy.
Can't tell him he lazy.
Yeah.
He'll get up and start going as soon as you tell him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's real.
No,
But,
serious.
yeah.
How are y'all dealing with that? Or how would y'all deal with that?
I used to be real lazy when it was getting up and getting to work. I was the same way with school. You know what I mean? Damn, it's time to get up already. Yeah. And I'd procrastinate, but I've been working on it, bro.
That's what I'm saying. What have you been doing? Like, for other people who have, because obviously all three of us got it, so it must be common.
Yeah.
So what are ways you're dealing with it? And working to, like, not let that control you?
Staying focused on, getting money, doing what I'm supposed to be doing in life, and handling my business, you know what I mean? Just putting that before my laziness, before anything about me. This is what you have to do for your family to get to where you need to be. So I'm focused right now.
So that's basically what he said right there is essentially
reaching the goal.
The goal.
The goal.
Yeah, you got
the goal.
There's a goal.
That's what's gonna conquer that laziness.
Yeah,
that goal.
That goal.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm still trying to overcome laziness, bro.
How you trying? How you doing it?
Man, I don't know. I'm working on it, man. I'm still working on it.
It sounds like you ain't take no clear action yet. So you ain't take that one clear action yet.
Sounds rough.
Yeah. So for that example I did with the business, that was a involuntary act of laziness. It wasn't a conscious. It was like I thought it was the best way to, like, I ain't never had to worry about that type of thing. If that make any sense. It wasn't like I'm just gonna be lazy because F it.
Nah,
It was more so like a
I'm putting this off on this other person to let them.
yeah, you know, so I thought I was in good hands.
Yeah,
Reality,
yeah.
that no,
Yeah.
no, you was not.
Yeah.
How you gonna say you gonna take over and you still
Yeah.
need? You can't even your worker. You can't even do this right.
Yeah.
You gotta know.
Yeah.
So mine was involuntary. So I'm not really. If I know I gotta do it, I'ma do it. But there is points where it is bad, and for me to conquer my laziness, I did something like NLP, neuro linguistic programming, and basically what this is a part of it is where you get a certain state that you want to be in to perform a certain way, and you merge that state with either a word, a memory, a feeling, a smell, a sound, whatever, right? To program yourself to be in that state on your own basis. So let's say I want to be happy. I'll have that match towards a memory, towards a word, and towards like a sound. So now
go to your
every time,
happy place.
literally.
Good.
So now every time I want to be happy on wheel, I would think about whatever that is, say that sound, and naturally get in there or play this sound. So that helped me get over my laziness. When I'm feeling like lazy and stuff, I put on this certain music
Yeah.
I get you.
to that's gonna get me
To
up.
brighten
Let's
you
just
up.
Go,
To pick
get,
you up.
get to
Uh-huh.
it. Get to it. That's how I'm getting around mine.
Man, there's a lot of people that do the same thing. You go to the gym, they all have their headphones, they all got their own pump up music,
Yeah.
they own
That's literally
So,
what it is.
yes,
That's
yeah.
literally what it is to get
Yeah.
out of that. Because
that funk.
yeah, you have to. You can't be. You have to be something great. You got to be
Yeah.
able to conquer you,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, true.
and that's all feelings.
Yeah.
That's all. This literally lazy is a feeling.
Yeah.
Until you conquer that, until you conquer your feelings, you ain't really gonna
Bless.
Thank you.
materialize what you want. That's just. And so like he got a nighttime shift. He know how hard that is when he first started.
Yeah, it was hard.
14 on schedule like that.
Man,
Waking up
it was hard. 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
sick.
No, that's
It was hard.
yeah, that's a feeling. You know,
Yeah.
he knew what he had to do, but he felt like he ain't want to do it.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
So he had to conquer that to get where he at now.
very true.
So it's like that's
Very
a real
true.
thing. That's a real
You just
thing.
gotta conquer it.
You
It's how
gotta
much you
conquer
want to conquer it.
Yeah, no, that's a real thing.
It's all about you. You know what I
it's
mean?
literally.
In this world, it's really all about you.
Mm-hmm.
It's how you want to take heed to stuff. Do you want to learn from stuff? Are you gonna settle for stuff? Are
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all about what you want in this world.
Yeah, no, that's tough right there.
Yeah.
That's tough. Like really, just think about that. It's all about you and what do you want in this world.
For real.
So are you gonna settle for less?
Are you gonna settle for less?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you love the people that's around you. You know what I mean? But it's all about, man. It's about you.
Yeah, no, that's and you know what's crazy? I was listening to this thing. It was I want y'all opinion on this. The world has programmed us to put others in front of yourself. Do y'all agree with that?
Yeah.
You say
What do you
yeah,
mean by that? Put others in front of yourself.
because they look at selfish as such a bad thing. Putting yourself first
Oh yeah.
is a bad thing. When in reality, that's what you should be doing. It, but if you had kids, you know what I'm saying. If you got kids,
You
then-
love your children, but if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't put yourself first, how are you gonna do anything for them?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you don't put yourself first, how are you gonna do anything for anybody?
anybody.
So you can't be, selfish. Like, I mean, you got to be selfish, but it's in a good way.
Yeah,
It's not
self-focused.
yeah,
It's
there you go.
self-focused.
There you
I
go.
switched it to self-focused because they got such a big negative connotation of selfish.
Yes.
And they said they did that because they want you to work.
Yeah.
Go,
yeah.
the users like
Yeah.
that statement.
Yeah.
Yeah, put me first. Put me first.
Yeah.
Keep putting me
Yeah.
first.
Uh-huh.
So I was just, saying it in my own ways. I heard it from somebody else. The dude, Gang God Goldie, he was talking about it. I said, damn, that's another perspective of saying it. I just put it in my own words, like, they programmed us, like, from growing up and everything.
Oh, yeah.
They said the meek shall rule the earth, I think he quoted. And you got to be demanding in this world to get anything.
Yeah, straight up.
So if you meek, that don't even
Yeah.
work right. That don't even sit right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta ask for what you want, or you ain't gonna get nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a
And they're
big.
not trying to give you nothing.
They ain't giving you nothing.
Yeah, you got that right.
They ain't giving you a single thing.
You gotta work for it.
You're going
You
to earn all that.
All of it.
All that. And if you put them first, believe me, when it's that time for them to got to let you go, your
no-
ass is deuces.
No issue.
No issue.
No issue.
You was a number.
No issue.
You was a number.
And what's crazy about that is, I don't know if y'all own this hype, but people tend to get comfortable even though they know that.
Mm-hmm.
Like they never stop making it so where they have something where they can never let go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you built yourself up so much that they can never just cut the cord on you. It's an issue.
Yeah. It's very rare when something like that's gonna happen. If it ain't your company or you ain't got no
that's what
no
I meant
money
there.
involved in it.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, they basically get a cool job and then they just sit and start
You
developing.
can work your way up from fry person to manager, and you don't mean nothing to them. You know what I mean? That's just like any big business. You can be a simple worker up to an exec, and when it's that time, it's that time.
Yep.
Yeah, imagine it.
Make your next move your best move.
If they able to pay, imagine, let's look at the NBA players. If they able to pay them $200 for 4 years, right? $200 million. How much did they make?
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
How much? That's how I always gauge it. If you making six
Lots of
figures
money.
a year,
Yeah.
how much you think they making?
Yeah.
7, 8, 9.
You know, they're multiplying that.
Yeah. Easy.
Whatever they multiply, if they
Easy.
stop multiplying, they cut that whole program.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to think about how much like a McDonald's worker is making. Look how much McDonald's is making.
What?
Yeah.
Everything $20. So every person you see making your hourly wage.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Every person you see.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Like, you know what I'm
$20
saying?
making like easily like $1 million.
And people, that's basically what I'm saying is don't get complacent in life. Like, do not get complacent and things of that nature. And I just wanted to know, do y'all got any other vices that y'all have in y'all life besides that laziness? That stop y'all from getting the goals or achieving what you want to achieve?
Man, just settling.
Ooh, settling.
Just settle for, you know what I mean? You always want more, and sometimes I have a bad habit of just settling.
So I really never had that ever. I never had that settling. Could you like go more in depth on what that looked like? Like, you know what I'm saying, an example or something?
Like if you're making a certain amount of money at work and you're like, oh, this is cool. This is pretty much either more than what I've made before or somewhere right around what I made before. This is cool. I'm happy with this. I'm happy when you know that you should be getting more because you know more, you can do better.
Ooh.
I know I can do better, so why am I just settling for, you know what I mean?
Ooh, so that's tough right there. Let me switch it there. The fact that you know you could do better, but still chilling is where the problem come in at.
Yes.
And when you did that before, how did it go for you? When
Not good.
you had settled like that and been, I could do more, but I'm gonna just, you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
just chill right here.
Yeah.
Then you're always going to be stuck right there. You know what I mean? And it's never good because, man, families grow, expenses get higher. You got inflation. You've got, you know what I mean? And it's never good to just settle for.
That's and you want to add to that? How can you stop and settle when you consistently move? Like your heart ain't never stopping.
Never.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
And that got a time limit.
Blood flowing.
This heart ain't gonna beat forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how you gonna stop improving yourself when your body ain't never stopped? You got an end date. Now, if you perfectly comfortable with what, like, say he didn't have that thought, like, I can be doing better, and he was perfectly fine, then there ain't no problem with you.
Yeah.
But if he say he had that thought, I could be doing more, but I'm cool,
Yeah.
then you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And I don't know what the hell that, you know what I mean? I don't know what that's about, but yeah. Yeah.
That's a real thing. Do you have any other vices?
Who, me?
Yeah, besides
Oh,
the laziness.
yeah, you.
Hell yeah. I smoke weed.
What's holding you down, pimp?
Yeah,
What's
nah.
your vice?
Yeah, literally.
Speak
What's
upon it.
holding you down? Look, that's a good
Speak
way to
upon
say
it,
it.
man.
Yeah.
I smoke weed. I smoke weed. I like
He ain't the only way. My name is Gary. I've been an addict for a while.
But do you say that holds you down? Like he's saying it holds him down.
Man.
Do you say it holds you down?
I do. I say, but it's all to the beholder. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah. If you've got it to where you can just do it like that, it ain't gonna hold you back.
Yeah.
But if you ain't got it to just be doing it like that, then it's definitely holding you back.
Oh wow, that's tough. Like really to think about that, if you ain't got it to where it's not holding you back, what does that even look like to you? What is I got it where it's not holding back? What does that look like to you?
Basically, if you got these people that's like a Elon or one of these rappers or country or whoever burns tree or has an addiction, and they can spend on it and it's not going to hurt them financially, you know what I mean? And it's not going to tarnish whatever they got going on, then more power to them. Then I think they can do that.
Yeah.
But if you're not in a position and you got bills to be paid and you got rent and you know what I mean, stuff's going on, then it can hold you back.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And if like me, I don't have a bunch of money. I'm not living in no big house. I don't have, you know what I mean? So that's holding me back. It is, but I've been doing this just since I was 13, 15. You know what I mean? So
No, that's
it is an addiction too.
Yeah.
Marijuana, don't think it's not. It is. Just like pornography can be an addiction. Gambling can be an addiction. You know what I mean? Anything. I mean, there's so many different addictions.
Yeah.
Womanizing. You know what I mean? Bro, I love women. This is what I
Yeah.
However,
Yeah.
but you got to control your addictions, bro, and it's hard to control.
Yeah, no, that's real life. He pointed at me. He pointed at me. It is what I'm okay. Like he said, if you in a
could
position to
become an
move
addiction.
like that, to
Then-
indulge in that,
Yeah.
then all the power to you.
All the power to you.
All the power, yeah. You're
Yeah.
able to indulge in it.
Yeah.
All the power to you.
Yeah.
It's only a bad thing when you see the effects it's having in a negative light.
Yes. There you go. Good way to put it.
So, for you say you smoke weed, but you never expanded on it, like your vice. Why is that a vice to you? To him, he said because of the financial it could have. Is that the same reason, or is it a difference?
Yeah, I guess it makes me lazy. Makes me pretty lazy. Makes you want to go work out. Or go on long ass walks and shit like that. Lately, at least, that's how I've been feeling. I don't know. Ain't that bad though, I guess.
So we
So you never got like high on weed and been like, fuck it, dude, I'm finna go surfing or I'm finna fucking go.
Oh yeah, no,
go
most
play
definitely.
basketball
Most
or.
definitely. But not lately. Not lately.
I think it depends on the kind of weed you smoke. You know, you got indica,
Yeah,
you
no,
got sativa,
but
you
I'm
got
most
shit
definitely,
that
I'm
puts
most
you
definitely,
down.
I'm most
That
definitely
shit that
went
makes
on
you more
hikes.
in your mind.
Yeah.
like I said, I'm not a real weed smoker like that, y'all.
Yeah,
Like, at
that's
all.
all different types.
You should start, bro. Come on in. We're trying to get as many people as we can.
He was just pointing out. If you this or if you like this, and I ain't neither one of them, I should not step in them gates.
Yeah.
I should stay away. That club ain't for me yet.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
That club ain't for
Man.
me.
Don't
He's-
join that club.
Yeah, I'm not
And whatever they
joining
put
that
in the weeds
club.
nowadays. Whew.
Huh?
You know what I mean? Whatever they put in the weed nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's real life. You say it make you lazy. Yeah, this is a real thing though. Like when it comes to vices like this and stuff like that, what would it take for y'all to conquer them?
To what?
Conquer it, like to get past it,
doing
let it. You know what I'm saying? Stop it.
A lot.
But that's a real thing.
Am I
though.
lying though?
Oh,
It takes a lot.
it takes a lot.
It takes a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't had that happen yet.
I've been to rehab 4 times. Once back in 90. No, I'm playing, y'all. I'm just messing around. I haven't. But, man, for some people, it's rehab. Other people can get over it themselves. Other people don't see they have a problem, so they're not going to fix it.
They're not.
You know what I mean? I don't know. For me,
But let's say it's
I've
not
been
even
doing it a long time.
say it's not even on the drug. Say it's on the laziness.
yeah, okay.
So let's say it's not even like one of
I
them
don't know.
type
I
of
can stop
vices.
the laziness. I can sure stop the laziness.
Then what's
Just get your ass up and
Yeah,
start
then
doing
we-
stuff
then
or
we-
what?
I just get my.
so you just tell yourself.
Yeah. I could.
Then what keeps it hindering you? If it's that easy.
It's never feeling like it.
So
it's
you
mental.
ain't been feeling like pushing yourself.
So it's a mental thing. Or is it a feeling thing? What would that be considered?
I think
Emotional thing?
that's a mental thing.
I think it's
that's
a mental
thing. That's a like you don't want better for yourself type of thing.
Okay.
I just curved.
A depression?
No.
No, not depression.
Not depression.
I
Just
mean, what
stuck
is
in a rut.
depression then? What is depression?
What is depression? That's
Because
true.
that's like if
They
we
got a
just-
label on it. What
Yeah,
they
if you-
consider
if-
depression.
If you are, they consider if you are in the same spot for a long time and not really making moves, that could be considered depression. I don't know what the definition. I don't got my phone on me, but I will look it up.
He's like, he ain't got his phone on him, but what's in his hand?
So we back. We was looking up depression and what it is. Oh, there we go. So right here we got definition. Depression is a complex. I ain't about to read all that. So common symptoms of depression: Feeling sad, empty, hopeless. We ain't hearing that. Loss of interest in activities that are once enjoyable. Fatigue or low energy. Changes in appetite or sleep patterns. Difficulty concentrating or making decisions. Feelings of worthlessness or guilt. Recurring thoughts of death or suicide. So we're not going to let you answer. From what we heard, me and your uncle, you think he falls into that category?
Nah.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so either.
The only thing I can say is
The nigga lazy. Excuse my language. The cat is lazy, man.
Yeah.
No, I'm playing. He said, yeah.
I said it. He said it himself. He said it himself.
Damn, bro.
I say it's definitely a compound. What's you? So then we saying, is that a feeling thing or a mental thing?
Yeah, mental.
He says to say it's mental.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, no, it's not this.
And of course it's physical too, because he ain't doing nothing. So,
Yeah.
but, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the real thing. I know, and the reason why I pointed out like this because he's not the only one feeling like this.
No, he's not.
This is like people feel like this going through life.
Yeah.
Like it may be the same way. He's smoking the weed and he ain't doing nothing. Y'all may be doing the same thing. We just pointing it out and talking about it. You know what I'm
Just putting it
saying?
out
And really
there.
just talking about it. Have you ever went through something like that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The laziness and from smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Still do to this day.
How you get around it? Like what do you do?
You just gotta, once you get in motion, the thing with it is, if you don't start it, like
Start what? Start what though?
If it's the laziness of getting to work, if it's the laziness of having to clean, if it's the laziness of doing whatever it may be, get in motion. Even though you feel like, damn, I don't want to do it. Once you start pushing the work,
I can't say I'm
once you
that
start
lazy.
work, once you start cleaning, once you start whatever it may be, and you get out of your head and just start doing it, it's good.
Oh, okay, that's tough.
That for me, it's
no,
good.
that's tough.
You
That's
know
tough.
what I mean?
That's tough. Get in motion.
Get in motion.
Get in motion.
Yes.
And we're not saying like for you. We're just saying for people.
For me,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
no,
works
no,
for
no,
me.
no,
You know what I
no,
mean?
no, no.
But if I just sit there, I'm like, I'm not gonna do it, then I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
no.
gonna keep it 1,000.
Yeah.
So, but once I get in motion, it just seems like everything is just easy. Now I just know I gotta boo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. And one thing I gotta say, I'm gonna let Dres talk after this. You do so good, right? Like what he said. He said he's been doing that for so long. I feel like you can reward yourself too.
Man, I still fall off though. I'll be like, oh, he's been doing that for so long. I still have moments to where, it's in my head, and I just, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
we're
I need
human.
to, I want to, but
Yeah, we human. You gotta move with grace.
Yes.
You gotta move with grace. As long as you're ahead of the curve. I feel like I gamble.
Okay.
As long as you winning more than you losing, and them.
Right.
But if them wins is smaller than your losses, it ain't gonna matter.
Yeah.
Know that.
Yeah.
So he doing that for the
Yeah.
little things, cleaning the house. This right here.
Yeah.
But he ain't doing that for the money moves.
Yeah.
So them losses is depending on how his finances is looking,
Yeah,
whatever.
straight up.
But his losses will be bigger than his wins.
Yeah.
So you gotta realize that too. So
Yeah.
there's a caveat in that too. Make sure
Yes,
that
it is.
your wins is more than your losses, and your losses, and if your wins are smaller than your losses, or your wins are bigger than your losses, or more frequent, make sure your losses ain't bigger than your wins. Because that would happen to me. I was winning so much in poker, but my losses was killing my earnings, and I was winning so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
So that basically that
That's funny. We was thinking about playing poker tonight.
yeah, I'll play.
You ready?
That time of my life though, playing poker and gambling like that showed me so much.
Take this nigga money.
It showed me so much. No, it showed me so much. But yeah, no, I was just pointing that out to like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, just
most
say
definitely.
if his motion that he's doing, just make sure that, you know what I'm saying? You
Like
just-
with work, it was like with school with me. Man, I used to, that alarm would go off. I'd be like, oh man, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But once I started going, just like with work, man, damn, I don't feel like going today for whatever reason or however. But once I get there,
Just get in motion.
yeah.
it's done. It's already in. I'm not even in my head. I'm just doing it. You know what I mean?
So get in motion. What
Just
you'll
get
tell
in
people?
motion.
Get in motion.
Straight up.
Conquer that.
Straight up.
What you got to say about it? Or going back to how you was thinking about your laziness and how you know what I'm saying? People who out there who dealing with it the same way as you, what some ways y'all could deal with it together? And move with it. You say you're not finished with it yet. You ain't conquered it yet.
I mean, it's some things that I'm not even gonna say that. It's just certain things that I'm lazy with, like the gym, like working out. I ain't worked out since the last time we went. What was that?
I don't know.
month ago.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, like shit like that. Like it's just certain things like that. I've been real lazy with, bro.
Okay, so let me switch it then. Let's switch our lens. Let's look at it from a different angle. Are you consistently playing the game?
Lately, I'm trying to be elderly and relax.
Okay, that's that. There's nothing wrong with it. Are you consistently smoking?
Yeah.
Have you ever just been like, I don't feel like smoking and been lazy?
No.
Okay. So what else can I point out that you do? I'm like kind of like the only. Have you ever felt like you're not walking your dogs and not doing it?
No, I haven't had a need to be like, hey, but I've walked them lately.
You have or have not? Okay. So basically, what I'm pointing out is it's not. He's not lazy to things. He's not lazy in everything.
Yeah, it's just certain.
It's just certain. So then you gotta ask yourself: is them things you really want? Some people don't work out. It's okay not to work out.
Yeah.
I do. Just lazy.
It's okay not to work out, bro.
I've been lazy lately, bro. I just gotta get back into it. Gotta get back into the flow.
Well, when it comes to the gym, I guess y'all consider me just lazy as hell. Cause you know what I mean? I don't be going like that.
Yeah, no. But let's say it like this: say you got a issue in your health that will kind of that potentially take away your health. Now, would you gonna let that laziness stop you from going to the gym?
Good question.
I don't know.
I'm asking you.
Are you saying
You asking me?
You saying life or death or what?
Like let's say he got he could have colon cancer, or he could have something of that issue.
Yeah, something wrong.
And they said you gotta start going to the gym.
Then I would have to go.
You would.
I have a family. I have other people, and yeah, for myself, of course, off top, I'm first. But yeah, I would. Yes.
Now, what about you?
Yeah. Right now, it's by choice, not force.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it's by force, that's something different.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's all I was saying. I was just pointing that out. Like,
Yeah.
by force, you would.
Yes.
You would conquer that.
Yes,
You
I would
know?
have to. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about you?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You going to the gym?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
But you do have some people though that you know
don't
what I
care.
mean, that don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care.
You're very right.
They don't care. And there ain't nothing. That's why I said there ain't nothing wrong with like. Don't be putting. One thing I learned in life is let them create them. Don't put you on them. You will save yourself a lot of headaches, a lot of heartache, because you start getting mad at how other people move because you want them to move like how you move. For instance, I am stupid progressive. I get on it, goal oriented, go crazy, post all the time. Then I look at my partner, he not there yet or won't ever be there, and he just move at his own pace. I can't be super mad at him for that because that's who he is. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I could do is either stop messing with him or say, okay, that's how it is, and just keep it pushing.
Yeah.
I can't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be mad at him because of how I want him to be like me.
Straight up.
Accept him for who he is.
Yeah.
He go through them things, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? Or leave.
Yeah.
I feel like once people start doing that, you will have less emotional turmoil in life. Because now you're looking at people as others and not looking at them how you want them to be.
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
That's true.
That's a real thing right there. And I had an extra topic. Where's your phone at? But besides that, you got anything you want to add there? You've been quiet. You've been quiet over there.
No, I ain't got nothing to say about it.
He gonna say, where the next loose leaf at? Shot to loose leaf.
Okay, so we gonna talk about this last topic right here. This is the last one. I want to speak on self-sabotaging behavior. Self-sabotaging behavior. Okay. Anybody want to lead out with the example? Because I've been leading off this whole time.
I don't know the definition of that.
All right. Sabotaging would be me and eating. I get heartburn. I'll be up at 2 a.m. like this. Out of a sleep. If I eat the wrong stuff or if I overindulge. And I know it.
And you still do it.
Why?
Yeah, that's a real thing.
Why?
That's that's the vice right there. I was just listening to a dude, the same guy. He was like, just if you know you're moving backwards, just stop going backwards. That's one of the hardest things.
Oh my God.
Right. That's what I said. That's what?
Yes.
What?
Self-sabotage.
Self-sabotaging.
With food. Oh, that's me.
Yeah,
I can't stop. I can't stop.
Yeah, it's one of the hardest things to stop. I dealt with it in poker. Like I said, like, poker opened my eyes to a lot. Like when you try to do things, it's gonna change your life. Mine was, I was betting things like that was. Let me switch it. I was calling things.
That was stupid.
Because I was skeptical. I was so skeptical. This person ain't never went all in ever this whole time, but I think he getting over on me. So I'm going to call just to prove I'm not.
He ain't got nothing.
I ain't got nothing. I got probably like a second pair. Like, come on, not even a two pair. A second pair. Just because I think he bluffing me. I hated to be bluffed.
This shit every day.
I hated it. It was so hard for me to. I got around it. But it was so hard. Like, I could see me doing it. You see yourself third person, right? Pressing the button. Like for you, for instance, the third person, you see yourself eating and you know what is going to happen.
Yeah.
Like
you know how you're going to wake up in the morning. You know how you're going to be feeling before work.
And you still, for me, it was just, I had to say no to that.
Yeah.
Say no to it. Keep saying no. And even then, sometimes I would revisit on a bad turn. Like, let's say he had a bad move. Say he been saying no and been good. But since then, he had a bad move.
I had to slip up.
Because of the mood. Now, it's still bad. He's still going backwards, but it's way less frequent.
Yeah.
He's winning more. He's winning more. Like, I started winning more when I stopped doing that.
I was planning on putting these little cables on my nipples, and when I went to go touch some food, it'll zap me.
That's real. But listen,
He said that's real.
No.
Don't let him play you, man.
I didn't mean. I meant it more the core action. It's a consequence for doing it.
Yes.
That was the real part.
Yes.
But his consequence is obvious. The consequence of the heartburn ain't enough.
Yeah.
It's obvious.
I ain't learned my lesson.
Yeah. It ain't enough. So you got to add it. For me, I would press that button. That consequence of losing my money wasn't enough. I had to look at it from, I'm losing time.
I had to slap myself in the mirror.
Like that's real. Some people do. They do the. I need to take cold showers. If I do that, I take cold showers for a whole week. I do that, I can only eat this meal. I do that to change because it's hard changing vices.
Yeah,
it's one of the
It's very hard.
Yeah,
very very hard. And if you've been doing it for a long time, you don't know no better. So it's hard to.
That's where it comes to recognize. Now he at a point now where he know. Once you get to that point, like, oh, this ain't right. You took a step forward. You got half the battle left, or really a third. You took a third. You took a little baby step. Now you gotta stop it, and then once you start stopping it, then you gotta really get to it. And that was his self-sabotaging moment. That was mine. What's one of yours? You didn't experience. You didn't say none. If you have any, I don't know if you have any, or if you ever dealt with anything where that has popped up.
I don't know. No, I don't think so. I don't have any self-sabotaging moments right now. Can't think of any right now.
I gotta say one. I gotta point one out.
Point it out.
When we doing the videography stuff, when you went MIA, we was on a hot streak.
What are you talking about?
Where'd he go?
On the and when I asked you to post them videos, and you just disappeared.
Shit just got real, y'all.
I remember that.
I consider that kind of self-sabotaging.
Yeah, I guess so. Being lazy.
That's what I say. Like, so that's
Your laziness is your self-sabotage.
That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a real thing. I had multiple, but I think once you start doing more, you have to do things in life to really see who you like. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do things. Like, for me, I got so many moments of self-sabotage. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I got so many. It's like it's a real thing. You deal with that all the time. Like, you'll start doing so good. Everything working. But then you stop working.
Yeah.
Like, that's a real thing.
Self-sabotage, yeah.
Like, you got, like, it's money right there.
Yeah.
But then you just ain't grabbing it.
Yeah. You just looking at it.
You just looking at it.
I'll get it later.
What? and there ain't no later. Know that?
No,
It's like sand going through your hand. It's going to keep running out.
You got it.
It's going to keep running out.
Yeah. You got to get it while it's getting good.
You got to get it while it's there. Like, let's say, for instance, a job. You get a $40 paying job. You don't know when that's going to end.
Yeah.
You don't know when that's going to end.
So you got to get as much as you can while you can.
What?
You try to make more happen.
Yeah.
What? Until you get comfortable with where you at.
Yeah, that's that comfortability thing coming into play again.
That is true.
When everybody else start making 45, 50, and you still at the
true.
40,
no, that is
and
true.
you know as much as everybody else.
Yeah,
and,
no, that is true.
Yeah.
But you ain't said nothing, or you won't flex on them, or you know what I mean. You just
now
accept
he talking.
it. You know what I mean?
And that's the demanding.
Yeah.
That's what they get you with the programming, the meek shall
Yep,
rule.
You got it. You got it. A throwback. Yeah, you got it.
What? That's what they getting you. And that's
Bring it into play.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. But you can
real
learn from
talk.
us now that when you do start doing things, that self-sabotage is real.
Yeah.
And basically why I say this, we all have a limited amount of time on this earth. You only have so much time to accomplish your goals. You only got so much time to be the person who you see yourself can be. You only got so much time. So if you eliminate these things we are talking about, imagine who you are. Imagine who you would be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're going at everything at an accelerated pace.
Yeah.
It's not, every time you do a self-sabotage, you're taking a step back.
Yeah.
Every time I missed a trade, I lost a potential money, so I took a step back.
Yeah.
Every time I pressed that call button, I lost my money. I took a step back. Now imagine I never did that, I was just going for it.
Yeah.
Just going for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Just going for it. That's why I pointed out, because we're on this earth for a limited amount of time. We can only impact the world for a limited amount of time. So if you cut out all that self-sabotaging behavior, imagine who you would be. You know what I'm saying? I guess if y'all ain't got nothing else to say.
And keep it in mind that mistakes do happen in life. It's not like you're going to go through and not, you know what I mean, self-sabotage and however, but mistakes going to happen. It's just up to you to learn from them.
No, that's facts.
Yeah.
No, that's facts. I always tell myself, grace. Genius don't get, so there's two things, right? I love to tell myself I'm a genius because I am one. But there's three things, actually. The first is, if it's out of your hands, quit stressing. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, if I'm going to use poker again. If I go all in, we go blackjack, whatever. Y'all go all in, and you did everything right, and that river got them a set.
Yeah.
And you did everything. You had pocket aces off the pre-flop, and they get a set. You can't be mad at that. Laugh. Now, the second thing I want to say.
I'm going to put this into play. Hold on. You can't come play poker with us tonight. You know too much about it. I don't know that much.
I play.
He put it. Okay.
Yeah, I play way too much. I play
Okay.
like 300 hours.
Do you?
I play.
I don't know about poker.
I had to stop, unfortunately.
He's not that good.
He's not that good?
Oh, he tweaking. I have a 70% win rate.
Yeah.
But I was still losing, so I guess it ain't that good. It ain't that good.
You could be.
No, it ain't that good. But
Stay tuned for next time about the poker.
I
Yeah.
can read him like a book, right? Oh, you gonna see him read him.
He tripping. He talking. We play with real money too.
Yeah.
Okay,
Couple
yeah,
dollars.
he tripping. Yeah, you
Bring
tripping.
a couple dollars.
Because if it ain't real money, it ain't worth it. Because then people just calling everything,
Yeah,
going
you
all
ain't got
in.
to go full out and be like, I'm
Couple
finna
dollars.
throw,
Yeah.
a couple dollars is cool, man. It makes it friendly, makes it fun. Somebody ain't like butthurt about, man, you just got me, okay, yeah.
No, they for
So,
sure could.
but,
They for sure could.
you know what I mean? A couple dollars keeps it nice and friendly.
Yeah.
Don't overdo it.
Yeah, no, that's real life. I was gonna say, one thing I do say though is, I get very, very frustrated when I keep making the same mistake.
Yes.
I'm okay with making different mistakes.
Uh-huh.
But if I keep making that same mistake, I feel stupid. I
Yeah.
feel, oh my God. Now that's where I call it unacceptable. Like you making that same mistake, but like we said, your vices is hard. So if you know that's like a real vice, don't be too hard, but at the same time be hard enough where it's still motivating you not to do it again. But don't be too hard where it's stopping you from going forward. And other than that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got anything y'all want to say? I feel like we hit it on the head on that one. That was tough.
Yeah, I'm with it.
That's it.
I'm good.
I was the self-sabotaging. And damn, I forgot to say this, but like and subscribe. God, dog, I say at the end, you supposed to at the beginning. Like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Every like and comment what y'all think about these topics we had, and any opinions you guys had on it. Yeah, we hope y'all have a great day and y'all like this podcast. I'm out.
Stay up.
Peace out.